Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This week is another one of my sculptures for my online ceramics class, and I'm just going to be starting out by hot gluing this empty ribbon thing to some black construction paper or like cardstock. Basically, our assignment for this sculpture was to make a themed hat, and mine was going to be kind of like zombie themed, like brains. You'll start to see how it's going to go in a little bit, but yeah. So I'm basically making a top hat with brains coming out of the top, and it had to be temporarily wearable, so basically I just balanced it on my head after the video to take some pictures. You'll guys see that cute little video, but yeah, so I just want to start off by saying I will have all the stuff that I used linked down in the description if you guys want to go check that out, or if you need any of these items, go ahead, buy them. I'll get some good, you know. But yeah, so I'm just starting off by bending these pipe cleaners, I think they're called. They're like little metal and fuzzy things, and they bend super easily, but I'm just making them look like a brain pattern shape kind of thing and hot gluing them onto here and making them a little less flat in the middle, so you can see it kind of goes up in the center of the hat, and that's going to make it look a little more rounded. I did use like 10,000 pounds of glue on this video, just like the last one. So if you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. It's pretty cool. It's a trash alien. So basically I made an alien out of trash because we're not really supposed to be going out and doing anything. So our teacher for our ceramics and sculpture class is just telling us to use crap that we have laying around the house. And I'm very fortunate to have a mom that brought me up crafting, because we got all these cool art supplies in my house, like paint, pipe cleaners. We have at least 10 hot glue guns, 5,000 sticks of hot glue, 90 pairs of scissors, my sewing machine sitting back there. But yeah, so I switched the angle because you probably could tell that it was getting cut off a little bit, and I'm just continuing to bend and cut and hot glue these pieces of pipe cleaner onto my top hat. And it doesn't really look like a top hat right now, but you're probably getting the idea. If any of you guys have ever used these pipe cleaner thingies, you know how sharp the ends of them are, and let me tell you, my fingers hurt after this. But it's okay, it's worth the grade. I'm going strong with an A, woo! And I just want to say that it's kind of ridiculous that we're basically not getting any credit for the grades that we're doing. Our principal just sent out a message the other day. This is like 3 weeks before you'll see the video, because just baller and schedule my videos like that. But our principal sent out a message saying that we are just getting our grades for third quarter, since fourth quarter all this stuff happened and we have to take online classes now. So all those kids that have been slacking and like not doing their work aren't gonna get any bad grades. They're not gonna have any like consequences for it. Your grades can only help you fourth quarter. So like if you do super good fourth quarter online classes and everything, then you'll get like what you would have gotten if like for your grades. But if you like fail all your classes, then oh no, you'll just get your third quarter grades. And I think that's stupid, because like, bro, And it's honestly not fair, because there's going to be kids not doing any of their homework, and we just out here. But let me tell you, when those kids are asking me for help next year because they don't know how to do their math homework, that's a lot of negativity. But that's how I feel about that, because that's just unresponsible, irresponsible, whatever it's called, and it's unfair. So now I am just going over all the pipe cleaners with hot glue, and I try to use this little silicone brushy thingy to like smooth it down some, but basically the hot glue was just sticking to it, and the silicone brush only really helps if you're gonna like let it dry on there. It'll peel off really easy, but it was not helping at all. So then I just tried to smooth it out with the hot part of the tip of the hot glue gun, and yeah, this was really hard. And then I was doing like drips down the side, which will eventually be the brain dripping out. I really do not like how this turned out. I know I said that about my last one, but this one turned out worse in my opinion. Like, I thought the hot glue over the pipe cleaners was gonna be a lot easier, and I even tried like 3 or 4 different ways on little tester pieces. Like, I tried different textile mediums for paints, because I got some of those. Oh, I just licked that. Forgot about that part, but it's okay. And yeah, it was just not working out for me. It did look pretty good, but not how I wanted it to. But it's okay, because we were experimenting. Our next project is going to be, I think it's called a mobile, and it's like, it's kind of like a wind charm. What are those things called? The things whenever the wind blows through them and they like make the music. I forget what they're called. Wind chimes. That's what they're called. Probably sounds so silly right now, but you know, I've been laying in bed all day, so kind of slow. But it's kind of like a wind chime, but it's not for like making music. It's more for like art purposes, and like it's another type of sculpture that looks pretty cool and really difficult, because it looks like it has to like balance, and I'm hoping that I can like skeet skirt around that so it's not as difficult. I'm gonna try and incorporate some glass into it, so keep an eye out for that video. It should be up here pretty soon. And if I did not say this already, then I will have the first sculpture that I did for this class up in the eye for you, and I will also have some of the actual like wheel throwing that I did in school up in the eye in a little playlist for you guys, so that if you're interested in that, you guys can watch that. Now I just mixed together some like 3D Mod Podge glue and some of my paints to make like this slime color, because the green pipe cleaners are actually going to be the brain, and this is going to be the goopy stuff that the brain is sitting in. I got a little bit on the side there, oopsies. At first I tried pouring it in, and then I tried scooping it in, as you can see here. And then eventually I get like a squeezy tube thing, because that really wasn't working out and it was a lot of work. And yeah, think smarter, not harder, guys. Especially if people aren't going to be doing their work. Like, I'm putting this much effort in and people aren't like, pushes my buttons. So yeah, I just poured all that paint into a little squeezy tube, and then I could get into the creases of my like all the hot glue and stuff and pipe cleaners, and it just made it easier. I did do like 2 coats of this, so I squeezed it in twice, but I let it dry for about an hour in between, and now I am going in with this like pink shade. I try to match what I think a brain would look like, and I'm just getting it in all those little creases of the hot glue and pipe cleaner mess that I made, and just trying to cover it all up, making sure not to get it on the green goo stuff that I put in there right before this. And yeah, so I'm just painting that up. I also started to paint the drips during this part. That'll happen in a couple of seconds. When I saw that we had to make a hat, I was like, bro. And something that really frustrates me is that we've had like 3 projects and like online, and in school we only had 1 project left. Like I knew that my project that I was working on, since it's clay, it was gonna dry out over spring break, so I finished the whole thing on the last day. So I only had 1 project left, and now we out here making sculptures every week. So that's a little upsetting, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to pass your classes, and online classes can be stressful sometimes, but you just gotta roll with it. Like, you can't fix it, so can't really change anything. Got the corona. Just kidding, just kidding. I do think that online has given me a lot of extra time. Well, obviously it's given me a lot of extra time, but I have time to do a lot more stuff. I can do a lot more for my YouTube channel. I'm getting videos up every week, whereas I would be struggling to find time between school and homework and sports and, you know, just like chores. And now I just have all the time in the world to be crafting it up and making art for you guys. And like, I can show you the stuff that I'm working on for my art class. It just gave me a lot of opportunities. So even though there are some bad things about online classes and being stuck at home, you gotta make the best of it, and this is how I'm doing it. So I'm just glad that I'm getting to make videos for you guys now and sharing my art process, I guess you could call it. So here I'm just finishing up the little drips, adding some finishing touches. And then I'm gonna move on, after the drips, I'm gonna move on to cutting out the circle for the bottom. Okay, so now we are cutting out black cardstock paper to make a circle. I just used a roll of paper towels that I thought was going to be big enough to make this circle and just trace that bad boy on there. And now I'm hot gluing it on to my cylinder that I made before, and then I just cut a strip of white cardstock paper out and hot glued that on there. And this is a cute video of me wearing my hat, or at least trying to. I hope you guys liked the video. If you enjoyed, like and subscribe, and I will show you the finished product right after this. Bye!